One day, Lisa found a huge footprint on the ground easily several times larger than hers. What on earth had left such a massive print? According to the two elderly people's recollection, their dog had been barking furiously outside that evening. They thought the dog had seen a stranger, so they didn't pay much attention. Suddenly, the house began to shake violently. Mistaking it for an earthquake, the couple immediately hid in the basement. No sooner had they taken shelter than the house was slammed by a powerful impact. They didn't crawl out until the outside fell silent, only to be greeted by a shocking sight. Their house had become a ruin, as if something had smashed it in half, and two enormous footprints remained on the ground. After hearing the old couple's story, Captain Nick was convinced it must be a giant creature. But after searching dozens of kilometers along the footprints, they found nothing. It was as if the creature had vanished into thin air. To track down the creature, Lisa and her team sought out an old archaeology professor who had studied such giant beings over a decade ago. They took the professor to where the monster had disappeared. With years of experience, the professor immediately noticed an unusual smell in the soil upon arrival. Sensing the professor might have made a discovery, Lisa hurried over. Comparing the map he had made years ago, the professor found a mountain that had inexplicably appeared there. Just as they tried to examine the map in detail, a huge eye suddenly opened on the mountain behind them. Lisa felt something and turned around, only to see a gigantic eye staring at them. The next second, the nearby mountain peak gradually transformed into a colossal mountain monster. Everyone rushed to board a helicopter, which looked smaller than the monster's single foot in comparison. Fortunately, the monster didn't attack, allowing them to escape safely. The appearance of the giant monster quickly sparked public panic. Moreover, the mountain range where it resided happened to be the planned route for a new railway. The old professor warned them not to destroy the monster's habitat, but for the sake of the railway project, they decided to send in the army to eliminate it after deliberation. Soon, the army lay in ambush in the forest, waiting for the monster. In the dead of night, the monster's silhouette emerged in the forest. Strangely, it stopped just as it was about to leave the forest, as if sensing danger. The professor guessed the monster had smelled the soldiers. At that moment, the captain suddenly ordered an attack. However, the cannonballs had no effect on the giant monster. Instead of destroying it, they only enraged it. Seeing this, the captain ordered a retreat, but it was too late.